again. I'd like to welcome everyone to this very special occasion. As Dr. Turner has mentioned, it does take a village, and we are so proud of you guys. At this time, I would like Michelle Marie Fields to come up as our student speaker.
With a tachycardia. Good evening. My name is Michelle Marie Fields. I want to thank my peers for allowing me to share their voice and sentiment on today's special occasion. First, I would like to do a roll call of sorts. Where are my nurses out in the audience? Yay, thank you for being here. I'd like to go ahead and disclose that at this moment, if there is an emergency, please reach out to them first, as they are way more experienced in that sort of thing. And technically, most of us have only practiced on a mannequin. The fact that you are all here, family and friends, supporting a new generation of nurses says a lot about your commitment to the profession. Or that you just want to have someone in your back pocket to call when you have a new unexplained rash. Either way, we are thankful. But seriously, we could not have done this without all of you. 619 days ago, after waiting in a long line of counseling appointments, prerequisites, TEAS tests, and application periods, MJC led us forward one of the craziest roller coasters ever built. The roller coaster we wanted to be on is called nursing school. They barely let us buckle up before it took off, and it did not let up one bit. Scott, one of our classmates and also a U.S. Army and Navy veteran, said that nursing school is way harder than boot camp. The truth is, we've laughed, we've cried, we've vomited, sometimes questioned our decision altogether, and look forward to each upside-down loop of an exam being over, as it would bring us closer to the day we could get off this ride. And guess what, my friends? Today is the day. We are finally off. But before I tell you where we are off to, I will share with you where we have been. In first semester, we came in looking like deer in headlights. Some of us had experience in the medical field as CNAs, ER techs, psych techs, and LVNs. Together, collectively, we were eager to level up our education. We started nursing school in the fall of 2022, straight into fundamentals and pharmacology. We were told that we would learn to assess people and would find ourselves doing so while waiting in line at the grocery store. Our instructor, Allison Sampson, said we would learn to see jaundice, vascular diseases, and poor perfusion, all while paying for our oranges and milk. Just fresh after the VOT Medication Administration drug error scandal, we were scared out of our minds to not ever make such a big mistake. We committed to practice the 10 or what seemed like 10,000 rights of medication administration each time. Our pharmacology instructor, Brian, told us the side effects of Ozempic long before it was even a thing. And soon we also all discovered that headache is a side effect and symptom for everything. I won't say any names, but someone in my class literally Googled, "What are vital signs?" on the first day of clinical. We came in humble, ready to learn, and look forward to many experienced nurses showing us the way. In second semester, pediatrics provided us with opportunities to weigh diapers, assess for dehydration, and learn the importance of weight-based administration of medication to those tiny little patients. While studying postpartum and labor and delivery subjects, we were blown away that you and I, human beings, actually came out of those tiny little orifices in women. This semester made us labor and delivery and postpartum nurses, or every other kind of nurse. I know this semester was especially tough on most of the guys, but it has to be said, seeing life take form was an amazing experience. I personally got to see a set of twins born via C-section while still in the sac. And after a complication during the delivery, alongside many nurses, those little twins fought hard for their life and made it, and I will personally never forget it. After a long summer break, we came back into third semester, more confident and ready to spike any IV solution bag that came our way and give the insulin when it was due. We were told by our instructors to use our resources, and they didn't mean registered nurse RN, Quizlet, or ChatGPT. It meant asking for help when we needed some advocating for our patients and ourselves as nursing students. Self-care really started to become a priority as we were starting to feel the burnout, and that's when 444 PATTI was born. We learned about cardiac dysrhythmias such as AFib, ventricular tachycardia, and the interventions we should implement. We got to learn about mental illness and see up close the crisis people find themselves in and just how serious they should be taken. And sadly, we also got to see just how broken our system is and the many opportunities that remain to fix it. In fourth semester, we walked into critical care and advanced med-surg, knowing ourselves a little more and the direction we wanted to go in as future nurses. We learned about ICU patients, ventilator settings, and what to do in case of sepsis, myocardial infarctions, and strokes. We spent some time debating the blue or white shirts for today's occasion, but eventually we figured it out, clearly white won. We worked on our resume and put it out there. We decided what kind of nurse we want to be. We learned just how long a Kaplan minute of remediation is. It is exactly 1 minute and 1 second, but not any longer. Almost 1 year to the date today, it was announced that COVID-19 was no longer a global health emergency. How quickly we forget that when we started school, we were all still under a mask mandate at our local clinical hospital sites. We've been witness to 8 of Fern's different hairstyles. We saw Nayeli welcome her first baby without missing a beat in school. And commuting to school from as far as Visalia, Sacramento, and Stockton did not deter some of our classmates. We literally survived on Uncrustables, Hot Pockets, coffee, energy drinks, and Starbucks food. Or maybe you've been surviving on that food because the person that usually cooks is up here. Either way, let me be the first to tell you, things are looking up. So that's where we've been. Where are we going? The Central Valley is home to one of the highest paid nurses in the state and in the nation. And we are lucky to live in a place where the cost of living is still manageable and relative. Nursing is a hard profession. It requires dedication to get into this program and finish it. It requires empathy and compassion for those struggling with their health. It is my personal belief that as nurses, we should leave people and our patients a little better than we found them. We don't do it for the money, but the going pay rate for a new grad nurse today is about $54 an hour. When we signed up for the nursing program at MJC, most of us were not aware that California requires about 400 to 500 clinical hours to be able to sit for the NCLEX. Yet, unbeknownst to most of us up here, we actually completed 967 hours of clinical work. We stand before you proudly, literally having done nursing school almost twice. That means that at a rate of $54 an hour, we put in over $52,000 worth of free work during our clinicals. But let me tell you, it is well worth it. And in that time, we've heard some stuff, we've smelled some stuff, and we're pridefully prepared and ready for what's next. Some of us have already committed ourselves to positions at hospitals, BSM programs at Stan State, and a desire to pursue any opportunity that meets our personal goals. We've built empathy and compassion and have learned that nursing is a team sport among other nurses and other focuses such as physicians, respiratory therapists, occupational therapists, and even the environmental services people that clean the rooms. It takes collaborative care to take care of people, and every job is important. Today, we say goodbye to having to wash scrubs of a certain color for tomorrow's class or clinical. We say goodbye to care plans and med cards. We say goodbye to Roy. You will not be missed. Tomorrow, we say hello to more sleep. Hello to time with family and friends that we've missed so much. Hello to paychecks and real food. Hello to everything that life has to offer, because we have sacrificed so much to get here, stay here, and finish. And most of us are genius multitaskers, so we will continue not only to work hard, but play hard. Today marks the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. And if you did it right, my classmates, you're fortunate enough to have made some lifelong connections and friends to see you through those hard days ahead, as we are forever bonded in trauma. It is no accident we got here. We made it happen. Our paths, be it a straight line for you 20-somethings, a squiggly line for you 30-somethings, or a big messy blob of ink requiring a whole new piece of paper for us 40-ish people, led us here today. We did it. And it cannot go without saying one more time that we did it with all of your help, family and friends, MJC, faculty and staff, our local hospitals, and those nurses that mentored us along the way. We did it together. Thank you so much for believing in us and seeing us through achieving our goal so that one day we can take care of you. In closing, I would just like to say, make time for your health, or your illness will force you to make time for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle Marie. Next, I would like our next student speaker, Krista Nicopork.
Good evening. My name is Krista Nicopork, and I'm in the Columbia cohort and part of this beautiful team of new nurses. I want to start by thanking all of you for being here tonight to celebrate this huge accomplishment of us completing nursing school. I want to thank our professors,